already. It's over about 2 minutes in, I think. So yeah, that's where we are. Everybody's having a good Sunday. We're already going on to Monday tomorrow, would you believe? The weekend's gone so fast. Time waits for no one, literally. So yeah, let me see what am I doing here now. Yeah, that's okay though. I don't know what I was going to do. I was going to do something there before I went live. I think I have live chat on. I think yes, I do. Good, very good. It's a good habit that I have, I know. So yeah. So yeah, it's not good weather now. It was kind of all right early on. It wasn't raining, but this evening a ton of rain came along there about 7 o'clock or so, and it's just gonna rain probably all night and probably all day tomorrow. So basically, fuck all you could do basically tomorrow. Basically, it's put that way because it's just drizzle, and it just drowned like fucking in 10 seconds. So obviously Irish weather, and it's the summertime. Don't you know it? So isn't it great? It's great stuff, isn't it? Get me onto a beach or something. Hello, Spider. Let me just see. It's how I was just refreshing stuff. Sometimes the chat is a bit iffy. It doesn't show up sometimes, but it did show up, thankfully. How are you doing today? How's your Sunday going so far? I don't need that here. Let's throw that in the bin. Throw it in the bin. So yeah. Let's see what we're doing. Yeah. Good. Very good to hear. Very good to hear. The weather was a bit off, but that's the only thing that's kind of down at the moment. Yeah, it's a shame it's not a bit nicer weather, but sure. Oh, it looks like tomorrow will be a pissing wet day too tomorrow. What's the weather forecast tomorrow? I didn't check that. But just going by it this evening, it doesn't look like it's going to clear up until probably tomorrow morning. Hello, Shani. Let me just see. I have my own stream on that. Let me see. I need to check the weather. What's the weather in Ballamore right now? Oh, well, it's kind of drizzle. It's not lashing here, but it's just drizzle. Like the drizzle that will drown you in about 5 minutes. Let's put it that way. Let me just see. Weather for tomorrow. Tornadoes. No, we don't want tornadoes. Instead of putting tomorrow, I put tornadoes. There are tornadoes in Cavan, don't you know? Yeah, what's the May 8th is tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, it's not looking bossing. Let's put it that way. Yeah, going by this weather here, it's going to be just wet, wet, wet. Some thunder too. It's giving thunder, but will it be? That's the question. Possibly, maybe. So it says, you know. That could be wrong. Just give me a second. Me cup of tea, sorry. Me cup of tea. That's you have to start it. But how do I start? It's so long. Lovely. I don't really need my Lucas. I bought my Lucas it up too. Forgot that I boiled the kettle, but sure. Oh yeah, the talk of the UK news, yeah. She was on the Telegram. I said the English Times in my video. I meant to say Telegram. But yeah, so basically they're denouncing. It's bad when you see the British media saying about the Irish hate speech laws. You know, it's bad when you see that, you know. It doesn't look good, let's put that way. You hear the British media saying that the Irish Taoiseach's gone mad. The Taoiseach, sorry, the Taoiseach's gone mad. So, you know, it's bad when you see that. You know you're down bad when you see that. Especially because, as they say, nobody really wants it. Let's be fair. Everybody and their mothers nearly gets it. There's a very slim majority that's for it. Apart from all the TDs in the town, nearly 90% of the TDs, and then the NGOs, of course, and then the usual bunch. Let's put that way. Hello, Fiona. How are you doing? Let me just see. I need to just check something else out. I need to suss something else out for a second. Suss it out. Let me suss it out. Where and the fuck am I now? Excuse my language. Everything was coming up there for a second. So I can just check something here when I'm here. But yeah, anything else about the hate speech and all that? Crack, that's what I mean. Don't know why my comments. I was just checking something from earlier on because it's not coming up as much, my comments now, for some reason. So, don't know what's that to do with. Probably YouTube. Yeah, giving out about them. Yeah, exactly. But it was 90%. 90% of the TDs, and I don't know, but it hasn't been voted in Shannon now, and I don't think yet, has it? I don't know yet. The Shannon Owen vote for it. Most likely everybody in the motto in Shannon Owen will vote for it. Not really everybody. I said it'd be one or two senators, but disagree with it, as they should. Literally answer. Unless they try and specify, because again it's very open ended at the moment, the law. So basically, we're just the West of French, basically. To be totally honest. Good evening, Sean. How are you? But yeah, unless they specify it a bit more, but don't think that ever happen. Because again, we all know what's the agenda behind it. Unfortunately. So, and it's not for people's health and well-being. Let's put it that way. There's something more devious behind it. So yeah, we shall see. What happened? My hair is kind of standing on me a bit. Apologies about that. Like Boris Johnson. Oh yeah, did anybody watch the King's coronation? And the Irish media had a field day. Everybody in the mother and the Irish media was talking about it. But yeah, then the English media was talking more about the Irish hate speech laws than the Irish media were about its own country. Like that's the best part of it. Because over here they were too busy worried about the coronation. Like very little to be worried about. Let's put that way in the Irish media. But again, the more you couldn't tell the peasants, the Irish media think of us as the peasants. You couldn't tell them about what the government wants them to do. You couldn't question it. Jesus, couldn't do that. Freedom of expression, political discussion. Oh, good God, no, we couldn't have that. Shut it down. That's basically the Irish media's narrative. Oh, my tea's that side. I'm going the wrong side. We're down bad at the moment. Let's put it that way. So yeah. We're saying now what? Which? The coronation. You're talking about the coronation? No, the Finnish president was there. Yeah, because the good lot of countries had representatives, not the president of Finland went there. I forgot about talking about the coronation levels. I can see I have a brain of mushroom sometimes. So I don't know if she wasn't there or not. But no, nobody really cared. I don't think anybody outside of England probably cared. Especially now when you see Australia talking about leaving the Commonwealth. When you see that happen, and most likely will probably happen in the next few years to be a referendum and probably people vote overwhelmingly to leave. Because Australia would want to be the one country at the moment. And probably New Zealand will follow the same, and the majority of the Commonwealth probably say a lot of them are going to leave now. So we see that probably in our lifetime, and there'll be no Commonwealth. So yeah. We joined the Commonwealth. No, thank you. We're not West Brits anyway. So the Irish media might join the Commonwealth. Because obviously they all seem to be West Brit at the moment. Like they're all up in arms about King Charles. They're so delighted for him, and the Irish people are just like, I just don't care. Why should I care? They're bringing in hate speech laws here. They're bringing in other stuff. They're acting the maggot over here. Niall Collins, anybody, Niall Collins. You know how the media's kind of shut up very quickly about Niall Collins. They kind of forgot about it. They very quickly forgot about it and then haven't talked about the Irish media. You think they'd be demanding him to leave office immediately, but no, they're just kind of all gone into a mouse hole and they're talking about the coronation. distractions, obviously. Trying to say, oh, look over here, look over there, look over across the water, don't look at home, no, look over here, look at the coronation, look at this, it's all great. You know, nothing about the hate speech around it. No, don't talk about that, over here, look. So, that's just the way I see it, kind of. So I don't know if they're going to go too well from it, but I still don't think they're going to be able to pass it. I still don't think, even though they seem to be hell-bound, no matter what happens, I think they're hell-bound to doing it. The only thing I could see, again, as I said before, if Elon Musk threatens to pull Twitter out of Ireland, that's the only thing I think that the Irish government would probably stop from doing it. If Elon Musk threatened to move his European headquarters to another country, the Irish government probably would have to back down very quickly. But yeah, that's the only thing that probably could stop it at the moment, to be totally honest. I don't know about anything else, to be totally honest. I don't think they're going to listen to protests. I think everybody and their mother could go out and protest, to be totally honest with this. And the government will still just pass it, because I actually think they've gotten that far they don't give a shit what anybody thinks. Well, they don't care anyway. We already know that they don't give a shit about Paddy and Joe. They don't care about Paddy and Joe. And they're all socialists, exactly. I don't know. So any other fun happening with anybody? Any other fun? Just refresh the chat just to make sure everything is fine. Because sometimes it just doesn't appear, some of the comments. But YouTube has changed a lot now in the last few weeks. I used to get notifications when somebody commented on my videos. Now I have to go looking for them, to see them. So that's changed a lot, even though I have notifications on stuff, so I don't know why. So before that, at least you get some of the notifications. I mean, some. You get some, but now I'm getting none at all, whatever. I don't know. It's weird. But look, I don't know what to think of it. But sure. What can you do, I suppose? But yeah. Oh yeah, Leo was picking his nose. I know, such a random thing to come out with. But he was picking his nose on the way into the coronation. I've seen a video on Twitter about it. As you do, obviously. He was, because it actually is a video. I do have it in hand. But if you look it up, let me see who's. It was Mark Callan on Twitter. Yeah. And they didn't even show it. It was hate speech, did you? It could be actually my. Well, I think you're joking. I don't think there's anything in my. Like, there's a spam yuck, but I don't think there's anything there. As far as I know, I look, just make sure. Because I actually didn't look. Held for review, that's what it's called. Nothing there. So I'm just making sure there's nothing there. Because actually, you just reminded me that I didn't check it in the last few days. So just in case somebody had got thrown in there. But it just doesn't appear now. It's not like it gets thrown in there. It just doesn't appear. Oh yeah, that was last year. But this is a new thing. I could try and find it here for you. Give me a second. I look for it. It might take me a minute or two to find it. So give me a second. Because it was yesterday when I seen it. I think I might have liked it. I don't remember. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, I try and find it. I can't say that I might find it. I mightn't. But I look anyway. Just give me a second. So give me 2 seconds, Evan. I don't know. Does everybody else know what I'm talking about? Um, but it was on Facebook too. It was shared on Facebook and stuff. I need to just find it. Just give me a second. I don't even know did I like it. That's the problem. I presume I probably did. Typical. I probably didn't. Typical. I actually probably didn't. I find it at some stage. Give me a second. I seen it the other day somewhere. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm a man on the mission at the moment. But any other phone, I can multitask. I'm a man on the mission, so give me a second. But any other phone happened, but anyway. A man on a mission. Like a super technician. I wonder. I get to that in a second, so it takes me 9 years to find anything in this. On my Twitter feed. I find it today at some stage. Oh, anybody do darkness into light too? Anybody do that? Anybody here done that? Very good. I think I found it. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll take it out. About time. Let me see. Is this the right thing first? I'm showing you. With the fact check it first, obviously. I don't know. It's might not be the best quality. Let me just see. So I don't know if we can see that kind of. Let me see. You can kind of see him there. This is Leo here, just to say. I think we all know what Leo looks like, but you can see him kind of here. Well, that's good the way it's like, anyway. I don't know if you can see it that well. Like, that's Leo there, kind of hoping. And this was on the way into the coronation, yeah. I don't know if you get. Yeah, I know it's not the clearest picture. But I probably should. I do not retweet but I like it anyway for later on in case somebody wants me to show. But fuck, if I could speak, it'd be great. But yeah, that's Leo for you. I knew I'd seen it there somewhere. I couldn't remember. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. What is that now? So yeah, there you are. Yeah, done well. The darkness isn't like done well in Cavan. There was a lot of people. I think there was 400, 500, 600 people or so, give or take. Which is obviously very good. And then there was the smaller ones around the county too. There's one in Baltor, but main ones in Cavan Town, which obviously the vast majority of people went to. But there was other small ones, and there was other small little yokes they done. I think in one area done the coffee mon or something. There was a few extra bob. So that's what they did, and so I wouldn't mind, but a few weeks ago, it's not a hanging of heads though. Which, well, Leo picking his nose, it's not a hanging of heads yet. Wait till you see when we question this in a few weeks' time. They bring in the hanging of heads, because we can't question Leo obviously in a few weeks' time. maybe against the law. You could get 5 years in prison. I'll lock you up for 5 years. It's not right. Well, pretty much the same thing. You question a politician, get thrown in prison for this law, basically. That's basically the beginning and end of it, because it's kind of very open again. It's very open to be exploited by the government, to be totally honest. Because it's not in specific instance. I described the moment yesterday's video. There's not enough, yeah, well, pretty much. I don't know whether it's the same with the Irish water. We can't arrest everybody. That's the thing. So, but they'll probably build a new prison sooner or later. They probably might go and buy an island or something somewhere, and throw loads of put people on an island. Let's put it that way. Buy an island, or they could put them on Tory Island or something like that. So yeah, we should see in it. You lock you up for 5 years. Good. So yeah, no. Charlie Haughey, had an island. Oh yeah, well, a year or two for you for not giving your pin to a gal as the password or whatever, which yeah, it's a bit over the top. Let's put that way. But generally 5 years too, because that's generally what they want to do. Anybody who causes any kind of get convicted at all, they want to put you in prison for 5 years, because that's what Helen McAtee said. 5 years most. That's what they want. Oh, you didn't miss much, Tony. We didn't go to space or something like that and been back down. So, yeah, they can buy it off Charlie High in Ireland. They put people in prison. So, Tony's in Finland. He's on holidays. Actually, speaking of Finland, it'd be pretty penny anyway to go to Finland. If anybody ever was going to Finland, it wouldn't be a cheap country like Spain or Portugal or Turkey or something like that. It'd be a very dear enough country to visit in terms of hotels and flights and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be cheap, let's put that way. Same with the majority of northern countries. It wouldn't be cheap to visit Denmark and then Norway, and then Sweden might be a bit different. But yeah. Yeah, well, I think they lost the plot way before then. Do you remember they said you had to pay €9 to go into a pub or something like that, or COVID will randomly appear and take you? Do you remember that? If you don't pay €4 or €5, €9, you're randomly just dropped dead in the street. If you don't pay €9, which is obviously the biggest load of crack you could come up with. And every other country in the world had their churches open, but Paddy Ireland couldn't have them open, obviously. But everything else was open, apart from that. Any other religion was open, but more power to them, I suppose. I think they lost the plot before that. Anyway. Yeah, well, I don't know how that's going to happen. But they probably actually will. We better not give them any credit to say they won't do it, because they actually might just prove us wrong. Because let's be fair, they seem hell-bound on doing anything that's necessary to get this passed. Because we all probably know they probably paid a few TDs off and said, here's a few extra €100,000 or something like that to to vote yes, you know. I would not question it. It's €100,000 in your bank account, you know, in cash. No, sorry, in cash, of course. If you don't vote for it, you know, all the Sinn Féin TDs and all that probably got €100,000 extra, you know, just to say yes, you know, just to not question it, you know. What is a woman, as they say? Uh, we won't question any more of that. If anybody knows the reference, they know the reference. At the moment. That's an excuse, exactly. I always drop. I always drop anything that I have in my hand. Even a book, yeah, but I'd probably be the first one too to be sent off too. That doesn't sound too nice, but you know. Well, I might not be the first one, but you know, we see anyway what happens. Go into exile. They banned talking next, but they can't go that extreme because they couldn't enforce it. You know, banning people from just talking. You know, that'd be a bit extreme now. I don't even think North Korea could do that. You're stopping just somebody from saying hello or something like that. You know, you couldn't do that now. It takes some mighty effort to do that. Yeah, but we wouldn't give them ideas. Let's put that way. So yeah, we shall see anyway. But yeah, we'll not give them any ideas on Everton. That's it. That's it. We don't have to go there. It's millions to one. Get chapter high, but how am I going to do that? You know, I don't know. If we get the letter back, maybe. Well, we won't get it back because it'll probably just going there tomorrow by express post. So it wouldn't be there by now. Let's put it that way. No, because post office wouldn't work probably on Sunday. But yeah, so probably be Monday. It'd be Monday now at the latest anyway. Because I put that by only post. They've accepted the only post. It would have probably taken to Wednesday or so to get there. So we'll have it by express post. So it's there. I posted Thursday and it's there by Monday. So they're probably 2 days out. So we shall see. Then they'd be hype probably. going to Legoland in Denmark. Why would it be going to Legoland in Denmark? Denmark. Oh, Lego. Yeah, now I kind of see where you're going. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot about we played Lego City on the cover. I forgot that actually for a second we actually played it. We're playing it at the moment. I was wondering why you just pulled that randomly out of the sky. Let's put that. It feels like a winter evening more than uh, a summer's evening. Let's put it that way. Because it's just dark. It wouldn't like I remember a few weeks ago when it was really good weather when the sun was up. Let's put it that way. It wouldn't be darkening into 10:30. It's start getting dark at 10:30. That's very different scene tonight. We're not playing any video games tonight, I'll tell you, because I have work in the morning. I'll be up early enough now in the morning, so that's why I said I'd come here for an hour, then we go. Helsinki nightclub. We sent to the local SDLP office in Cavan Inn, which is obviously a whole municipal district, you know. We didn't send it to the local nightclub now. A man has fallen into the river in Lego City. Start the new rescue helicopter. Hey, build the helicopter. That's my teeth in it, isn't it? There's something I was going to say earlier on, but I can't remember. See, that's what happens. Who's here at the moment? So Shawnee's here, Fiona's here, and Tony's here. Yeah, I was just wondering who was here. So yeah. I don't think I'll be live now Tuesday, I just said to people. I'll probably put it up in the community tab if I am, but we shall see. It's just gonna be a wet fucking evening. I'm just seeing if the rain will clear up anyway at all. It doesn't look like it's going to clear up anyway. Just looking out on it. You know, it doesn't look likely now. It's going to clear up just today, tomorrow. Yeah, it doesn't look the way. No, I'm just gonna just check and see will it stop waiting or will it still waiting or what's the story. But it doesn't look like it's going to stop anyway. So we're in for a wet night and a wet morning probably. Which is a bitch of a thing, obviously. Excuse my French. Yeah, there was a very warm day a few days ago. Yeah, but no, it feels like a winter even more than the summer's even now. Because like it was probably bright the last few days. It's like it's 10 o'clock now. And it's pitch black outside. It wouldn't even take you back in the winter. So no other crack happening with anybody else. No other fun. Anybody do any fun on the weekend? Anybody go to, I don't know, to see the Wizard of Oz or something? So, the Wizard of Oz now. I could say the Brick Road too. Anybody go to the Brick Road? Follow the yellow brick road. You got to see Bruce Springsteen. I couldn't even say that for a second. That's good. Out in Dublin. So yeah. I think one of the chieftains died there a few minutes ago. I got a news pop up about it. One of the fiddle players died. I don't know. I just seen it there pop up there. I didn't read it a bit around. I just kind of seen that though. I just find that out now. Actually. Where the fuck am I now? Let me see. A hostage situation. A hostage situation in Belfast. Your chieftain's member Sean Keeney dies aged 76. I was thinking I seen that there a second. Oh yeah. Fiddle player, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's fiddle. Former Fian Gael TD died too. So that's that. 4 hours later, Lego City, what? But it's still fun enough. It's 80. Yeah. Another 30 minutes anyway, and then I think we'll tip on for the night. Because we're getting up early in the morning. But most likely, anyway, in a few years' time, we're not in a few years, probably within the next year or two. I say all the public service and the civil service will be having a 4-day work week, obviously, apart from the guards up and some nurses probably and things like that. So we shall see, Anna. Because it'd be a lot handier now. I would say it'd be a lot more handier. Have Friday off and then you have 4 day. Even though you probably would get less done, but you'd be more productive, I suppose. But obviously, local authorities, I wouldn't really say you'd be more productive. That you're kind of misleading the public if you say the local authorities actually do something. But you know, in theory, in retrospect, yeah, you would probably be doing more. Let's put it that way. That's what we're saying. Where is close to Cavan Island? We won't find an hour at all to the June Bank holiday too. So it's coming to think of it, June is not too far away now. We're already at we could say the 8th of May. So it's already flying in the days. Let's put it that way. There's anything I have coming up. Not for another 2 weeks, and I've something coming up. The June Bank holiday is on the 5th of June. Another 3 weeks or so, yeah. You will find them 3 weeks go by, but that's the thing. Wish, look at this. Look what just came in. Let's put it this way. Politicians, this is the best part now. Here, this is the best part now today. I probably have to make my own video on this. I have to look at it. I've only have to see it here. Politicians, fuck you, no. Just give me a second. Politicians' expenses. 53 TDs claim over 50k each in travel and office expenses, of course, as you do, obviously. So the TDs can claim between 9,000 to 34,000 a year in travel and accommodation expenses. It's well for some. Like, I had to do a course there a few weeks ago. The man had to pick up a box space. They had to do that again. And basically for 3 hours and stuff like that. And I had to pay a taxi, and it was €40 to get where I wanted to go, and then €40 back. So you add that up, €80 to get there, and I couldn't claim any expenses. Even though I wouldn't, I just took it out of my salary and paid it. But the TDs would claim it. Let's put it that way. But you obviously wouldn't. First of all, you're not entitled to claim for it. I don't think you can claim for it anyway as a council. But it was technically for the council, so I don't know. I never really claimed. I never claimed anything, so I don't think it's staff now. I'd say the council staff could fit every 2 day a week. If you don't down, it's kind of getting like that. They do an hour a week, and then that'll be it. Yeah, I just see. Let's see. I just seen this here. So I'm just trying to. I'm only after seeing this now. Cork Southwest TD Michael Collins Independents and Holly Cohen Social Democrats claim 54,000 and 53,000. Like fuck me, that's nearly that's literally probably my. I don't know how much I own a year, about 40,000 or something like that. That's how much I probably would own a year. 40,000 could be something along that lines. I don't actually know how much. It'd be something along that. The West is civil service. The West I get paid less than probably the West. They get 200 extra a week. The West, even the council. So yeah, I'd be saying I'd be probably 14. They'd be on about 50 to 60,000 a year. The West. So yeah. So basically, my probably salary. Well, more than my salary, sorry, actually, because it'd be about 42,000 or something. Would it? It would be. Well, that would it? I don't know. I actually never fucking added it up. You don't answer. So that's a give or take. I think. So if you think about that, that's more than a whole person's salary. It's a working man's salary that's working full time. You think about that, and that's only for expense. That doesn't include the 100,000 euro a year, thing. Like that's crazy now. And the Kerry brothers claim 53,000 too. Rose Connery Watch Sinn Féin claim 53,000. Like this is eye watering. Like you've add all these up alone. You have well over nearly 300,000 alone just for these three TDs. But it's the I'm just trying to see who else. What does he why? Just trying to see where can I get the list of Wonderfoot? Because I see some of them. I want to kind of get the whole list. Yeah, this is only after coming out. So. Oh right, yeah. I went to the Huston bike rally in. But I suppose that's not for work, Tony. I suppose unless you're a mechanic or something that way. That'd be kind of leisure stuff, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be for work purposes, would it? I don't think you could claim for that unless it was you were set there by your employer. You know, like I was purposely set there by my employer, basically. Uh, that I wouldn't have went otherwise. Put it yeah, but you know what I'm saying. You couldn't claim expenses for that. I don't know how much it was. Yeah, so we probably saying about good 20 million in expenses as cost for the TDs and senators. Let's put it that way for last year. Isn't it great? I don't see the list. I would like to see the list. It's probably not out yet. Yeah, well, give or take. I'm just being generous in saying that. But just kind of adding all these up, like it's about 50,000 each. 53 TDs claim over 50,000 each. So if you added up 53 TDs, then add the rest of them, obviously, let's say the 40,000, 30,000 here, you add that all up, you have, and then the senators too, and then TDs, and we have a very lot. Let's put that way. Yeah, I don't know yet. It doesn't show it yet. Like all the TDs, I want to see what they all got. But yeah, my point is too. Like for the only Joe So, we couldn't claim expenses. Like I went to that thing, and like I'm not whinging about it obviously, but I'm just saying for the only Joe So, who's on a normal wage a week, right? You have to pay for a taxi, to pay the bus, you have to pay for your petrol to get to these yokes and stuff like that, and you don't get it. You wouldn't get it even if you asked for it. So a season. But yeah, no, it's crazy now how much that has to claim. 50,000 a year, like that's an only salary. And that's just expenses and travel costs. Like that doesn't include the only wage of €100,000 a year and stuff like that. And then there's probably other things they get, a few brand envelopes here and there. You're looking at a good maybe 200,000 a year they get. It's well for some. Well, you asked me what flavour the milkshake was. It was vanilla. When it was in Ballyconnor, you asked that. I was there Friday. I'd say we learn a lot more. Yeah, it's just after kind of been released there, a bit of it. So I'm probably look it up in the morning, sure, and see. But yeah, I just noticed it there when I was. Like, it's only for some at the moment. But sure, I can put in the Freedom of Information request if I need it. I check and see. So there you go. You go to work every day to pay the expenses, of course. So everybody can sleep happily tonight that all the TDs were looked after. They didn't have to pay a penny for anything, of course. So don't fret tonight when you're sleeping in bed. Don't worry. They'll be looked after. So don't fear. They're not gonna be sleeping in the streets or anything like that. So don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine for them. Might not so much be for you, but for the TDs it'll be fine. Would you like to be a TD in the doll? Would you like to be a TD in the doll? Oh, there's far too many TDs in the doll. Far too many TDs in the doll. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Well, also over time. In the dog.
Fiona Fallman.
Aye. You put on the song. I feel like.
She says, why do you want to become a member of the Fine Gael Party?
Avoid travelling to work, not water. It wears on the tyres and. Assume, yeah, but obviously I had to go. There was no such thing as assuming. Like beforehand, you could do it. When I actually first done the Manuel Halden thing, it was actually on. So I just had to be there basically on my computer. But I had to go this time because obviously that was during COVID and stuff like that. But I have to do another one now because I don't know. It must have been over 2 years. I don't know how long it lasts, but I had to do it again. So I was set to do that. But so and it was very out of the way. Let's put it that way. They set me to. So well for some. Oh yeah, the doorbell. Of course, we have to pay for that. Obviously, like it's something like 1,000 a day or something like that. It's a lot of money. The taxpayer had to flip the bill because obviously they don't pay for it. They wouldn't pay.
Because I'd rather one of them die than one of us.
Oh, turn them down a bit. We're too loud. Da-da-da. Would you like to be a TD in the law? In the law.
There upon your bundle, sweet
Sweet amor, shake me hand and get your vote. Then you treat me like a goat. There's too many TDs sitting in the door. Look at one another. You know what I think they'll even sell their mother. Clean up all the fine girl, leany labor of the name. The others in the same. Oh, would you like to be a TD in the dark?
There upon your bundle, sweet amor.
Sweet amor, shake me hand and get me vote. Then you treat me like a goat. Many TDs sitting in the dark. But generally, yeah, actually, you just go back to Shawnee's point. I paused that for that. A lot of people wouldn't, go for courses and stuff like that unless the employer was going to flip the bill for their travel. Like I know 2 or 3 others that wouldn't go because they wasn't going to flip, they wasn't going to pay for their travel, so they didn't go. Tip of that. So there you go. Like I know of other people, even only Joes in shops, they wouldn't go unless they were getting paid because obviously they're just getting the minimum wage and they're not going to take it out of their salary a week to pay for going to a course. Like just to even get there, now that we didn't have to pay for it, the government covered the cost of it, but we had to pay to get there. That's another thing. Shake me hand and get me vote, and then you treat me like. No, this is switchy cap now. Where's the joke then? You fucking let it happen. Cheers, Sonny. Oh. No, not so long tonight because I have walk in the morning. It sounds a bit like, it kind of does, yeah. A bit calm. But no, we're not going to stay long tonight now, don't we? Because we have walk in the morning. Sure, you do too. We have to be ready for walking out in the morning. The walking week is starting up again. Unfortunately so, but you have to be kind of a bit awake. Let's put it that way for tomorrow. Even though I don't think I'll be doing a bit anyway. Let's put it that way. The rest of them will do nothing because obviously they don't walk when it's raining. To get the flu, obviously. So I'll be the only one probably out in the couch and none of the rest will go out. They'll be all sitting in an office all fucked up. So and they'll be in the lorries driving around. So So yeah, it's gonna lash rain. I don't know right now. It's just typical. We have to fucking get around to it at some stage, because many times they're meant to do it. But see, you need to have a bit of spare time in your hand. That's the thing. Like there was one morning there a few months where I don't know when it was. It was kind of the end of March. I was going to do it, but I had work that day too, so I was kind of in the rush. Then I was like, I might not have time because it was coming up to. It was just after 7 o'clock when I had my breakfast. I was up early enough. I was up at 5:30, and by the time I got my clothes ready for work and stuff like that, got my teeth brushed, tidied myself up a bit. Then by the time you got the fire on, it was nearly bloody fucking. It was nearly 6:30. Then you get the fire, you get it all ready and all that. We were looking. It was just after 7 o'clock, and I was like, I couldn't dilly dally, around for long, basically. So that's why I had to eat my breakfast and out the door for 8 o'clock. So, you don't have much time. That's the thing. So we have to do it someday now. But it have to be someday where I have a bit of time, at the same time. No, because you don't find the time going now in the mornings when you have work, basically. I'm sure you know yourself, Tony. When you get up in the morning, you literally, even though you could be 3 or 4 hours ahead of yourself, it clicks up very, the time goes very quickly, basically, for you to go to work, basically. And if we're not going somewhere but drag for hours. Like, I'm sure people know themselves when at work, time just drags, you know. But definitely at some stage we will do it. But we have to see when. But there have to be some time anyway when I have time anyway in my hands. Because again, in the mornings is kind of the worst time to be doing it. But definitely we get around to it at some stage now. I did say that for last year, but it's just awkward when you're walking. It just feels awkward. So we should have to see him sometime, because I do mean to do it, which I'll never get around to. No, because I do even remember that time I even said that time in March that we were going to do it, only because I was kind of behind time, and then I was afraid of being late. So that was the end of March. That was around the 28th or 27th of March. Or the 29th, I think it was. It was the 29th, it was some day in between now, because I remember now. It was near the end of the month of March, And then after that, I never got around to the month of April. I didn't even think about it to be done through the month of April. But sure, look, we come to it at some stage. No, I'm just trying to think anyway. Is there any time I need to go in? Is there any other courses or anything? Maybe that might be the time to do it. But see, I was at work that morning, like Friday. Not Friday, what I'm talking about. Last week, sorry. It was last Friday. And I was at work, and it started at 12 o'clock. So obviously it was at work from 8, and then at 11:30 or so, 11 o'clock or so, I went to my course, basically. I cook for you. I have to get down here first of all, so I don't know how you could get down here in a few hours. We're up here, sorry, it's up in Cavan. So, what should I look at? But sometime we will do that. We should see, Let me take in for a second. No, because I'm just trying to think of any other course if I have to do in the morning. There's no other courses at the moment that come to mind, because again, we were doing a few courses the last few weeks. It's just that time again where everybody can do the courses again. But usually, yeah, you go to work for yours and it'd be midday or in the afternoon. So it wouldn't be in the morning. Because I was just saying you could get off some part in the morning. Like, you wouldn't have to go to work at 8 o'clock today, for example, it could be 9 o'clock. So you have an extra hour to yourself to do something. So, I don't know. Nothing that comes to mind anyway at the moment. But you're looking at, I figure it out at some stage, I don't know. So, yeah, I think we leave it there for tonight, because again, I have work in the morning. And everybody else probably has work here, so I'm not going to keep everybody up all night because your bosses will be giving out tomorrow. If be keeping you awake all night. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Take care and goodbye for the moment. Enjoy tomorrow. Hopefully, be good enough weather. So good luck.